All right, everybody, this is Luisa. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am a mother, so this channel is about motherhood and it's about lifestyle. I am trying to bring to you a whole bunch of information on how to make your life easier, how to handle the baby, the toddler, and everything I've been through as a mother. I'm trying to pass it on. And then the great news is that I am 7 weeks pregnant. I'm expecting a little one for early October or late September, I don't know yet, of 2017. And so, yes, it's very exciting news. This time around, it's going to be so different because I know I've been there, done that. And that's why I want to share with you all the information and everything that's going on through this amazing journey. I can't wait to grow a belly. I can't wait to hold my baby. I am so excited. I am filled with love and joy, and I just want to share this with you guys. And voila, this is it. And I say voila a lot because I am Française, I am French. This is my accent, it's not Brazilian. Voilà, I am, so like I said, I'm a mother to a 4-year-old whose name is Ella. She is the joy of our life right now. She is amazing. Her personality is next level, and it's amazing to see a mini version of yourself, the best of you and your partner in that blank canvas that you kind of mold. And it's just the journey of being a mother. There's no word. There is no word. Once the baby is there, first of all, once you hold that baby, for all of you first time moms who are carrying a little life in your bellies right now, let me tell you, once that baby's out and you hold it in your arms after pushing it so hard, your life at this very moment, your life takes a turn, and there is no way back. There is no going back to that life that you had before, and it is okay. At that moment, it is okay. Until that moment, it's very scary. It is super scary, and it still is scary once you have the baby, because you're like, oh my god, where's the manual? I don't know how to deal with this. But it makes sense at that point, at that moment. It's like, my life is not about me anymore, and I don't want it to be about me anymore. And that's the beauty of it. Something in the brain just switches. And for your partners, for those of you who are lucky to have your life partners with you through the journey, whether it's the biological dad or not, it will sink in once they visually see the baby. Men need to see things, they're visual. And it's all beautiful and amazing when the baby's in the belly, but it doesn't quite sink yet in their brain. Once they hear the first heartbeat, once they see the first ultrasound, it slowly makes its way in their brain, like, oh, this is happening. Then once the baby's out, they're like, holy shit. And it's so, for the both of you, it's gonna be a tipping point. The birth is voila. And it doesn't matter how the birth happens. It doesn't matter if you had to go through hell. At the end of the day, you will have your baby. Hopefully, knock on wood, a healthy baby. And life is going to be amazing from there. It's going to be hard. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be hard. Like, you have never experienced that before. That level, you're going to be pushed. That baby is going to push all the buttons that you have, but you will learn so much about yourself. I promise you, you will learn so much about yourself. When you think you can go, every time you think this is my limit, there's no way I can go any further than that, You will push that limit further. And once you're like, okay, but this is my limit because I'm at the edge and I'm about to fall. Guess what? The edge is gonna get longer, and then your next limit is there. So there's no limit. After a while, you're just like, F it. You know what? Let it go. It will be what it will be, and it will be perfect. You will be the best mother for your kid. You will. I promise you. You will do everything wrong and you will blame yourself all the time, but you will be the best parent for your kid. You will. That's just the way it is. Now, let's talk about my pregnancy. I am 7 weeks pregnant. I found out I was pregnant on very early, too early, unfortunately. But I am blessed enough to know my body because I've been listening to it since day one. And I've learned a lot, and I'm still learning a lot. Trust me, I am still learning so much. But I recognize the symptoms right away. And for me, what it was loose joints, which means that, well, for example, one day I was making Ella's bed. I was shaking the sheets, and then not like that, like shaking the sheets in slow motion. And then my wrists kind of get dislocated a little bit, it goes like clack, clack. And I'm like, this is not normal. And for me, loose joints was one of the symptoms of PMS. I work out a lot. I'm at the gym a lot. I like to push my body. I enjoy it. And that's another thing that I'll be sharing with you throughout my pregnancy. I know from working out that before my period I have to take it easy because my knee will more than likely kind of go clack, like dislocate a little bit. And my loose joints were for me a symptoms that a certain level of hormone were up when it shouldn't be. Therefore, that might be an indication of my body doing something it shouldn't be doing. And then the other one was, what was the other one? My nipples. Oh my gosh, my nipples. My nipples starting hurting so bad. And since I'm done breastfeeding Ella, which was from birth till 9 months. She was done after 9 months. I wasn't done. I wanted to keep going, but she was done. So I win myself out of breastfeeding, and she helped me very much because she was biting my nipples. At that point, she had her front tooth out, and she would just chew on those nipples like if it was Cheetos or whatnot. That was painful. So yeah, we stopped then. Since that time, obviously my boobs got a beat on the breastfeeding. And once they emptied out and there was no more milk in there, they were pretty flat, and I was never feeling PMS pain. Before you have your period, your boobs might feel a certain way. Dead, nothing. So once my nipples started to hurt, it reminded me a lot of breastfeeding kind of pain when your milk kinds of come in and stuff. So I was like, there we go. That's another clue that I might be pregnant. Those were the two big symptoms that were telling me your body's hormones are off rack and something's going on. You may have conceived during your ovulation window. I'm gonna do another YouTube video about understanding your cycle, because I think it's very important for women to understand the cycle in order to be very successful at getting pregnant. It's a key. I think it's a key, and unfortunately we are not taught at school how a woman's cycle works properly. They don't tell you how to listen to your body. I think it should be installed at school. Women should have a class just for them when they understand this is how it works. So I'm gonna do a YouTube video just about that to make things as clear as possible. At least it was clear for me once I got that information, and then from that point I was able to monitor all the symptoms in my body. And when I tell you I got pregnant the first time I tried, I was blessed to be able to fertilize that egg right away. It's not the case for everybody, and the hustle, the struggle is real. But I'm a strong believer that the more you learn about your body, the more you learn your body, the easier it's gonna get for you to, it's gonna be for you to get pregnant. So voila, that's pretty much it for the first symptoms, and that would be from 2 till 4 weeks pregnancy, 2 to 4 weeks, which means 2 weeks is the time you ovulate, 4 weeks is the time, fourth week is the time you're supposed to have your period. So it's very early, more than likely. Usually people don't even know, women don't even know they're pregnant at that point. Again, I'm on my second pregnancy. I know my body better, so I was able to point it. And I took a pregnancy test about over a week before my due period, so I didn't expect the pregnancy test to even catch the level of hormones that it was supposed to, but it did. And I have a very, very faint line. And so I think I was 3.5 weeks pregnant when I found out I was pregnant, which is ridiculously early. If you can take your mind out of it, if you're that strong or that busy that you can take your mind out of it and don't do a pregnancy test early, you're good. Wait for your period. Trust me, it's gonna, once you're pregnant, it's gonna be a long journey. So take your time to find out. And then the more you know, the longer you have to wait until you can tell somebody, your close friends and family, because you want to make sure. You have to wait at least, you don't have to, but it's recommended to wait at least for the 8th week, to tell people 8 weeks. So voila, take your time. Yes, as far as my symptoms, I was saying nausea is my frenemy. Yeah, it's annoying. Every time I kind of feel okay, there's a wave coming in. When I snack throughout the day, like have small snacks, let's say nuts, fruits, I'm not going too crazy, and I drink a lot of water, a lot of tea, then I feel better. It doesn't hit me as hard. I've been bloated though, yes, around week 6, bloated, gassy, boobs, bloated, gassy, and tired. That's pretty much what I've been dealing with. I'm not so bloated and gassy anymore. Few cravings, a bunch of food aversion. So far, super mellow. I think it's gonna kick up a notch again until I reach the 12-week mark, 12 week. That should be the time it starts to slow down and feel better, and then I think I'll start to show around then. But until then, this is what I'm dealing with, and it's okay. The way for me to cope with nausea and all that is to remind myself that those are waves of hormones that are going through my body, and this is an indication that the baby is growing. So yes, it hurts to grow. That's something I learned with my daughter. It hurts to grow. Growing can be painful, and I am growing something in my belly, so it's gonna hurt me, and I'd rather it hurt me than hurt it because I don't know what sex it is yet. This is it for my update. I will show you a picture of my belly in a second. That is it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I had fun doing it. I have fun sharing with you guys. Please let me know. I want to know about you guys. I want to know what your symptoms are. Is it your first or your second pregnancy? Please let me know. How do you feel? What's the difference between this go round and the previous go round? If you have any question that you think I can help you with, I'll be more than happy to try to answer as best as I can. Feel free to subscribe, and I will be I will be doing more videos. I'm trying to do a weekly journal of my maternity. So stay tuned. All right. I'll see you guys soon. Au revoir. À bientôt.